Alright, what's up, guys? Here for round 2. Got the same setup, obviously. I don't know where he's in at round 1. And it's been a day, and I've worked on, I think, 2 other cars since I last worked on this one, so I need to get re-familiarized with the setup. And something I didn't do that I should have done. I should have wrote down what I wanted to work on next for the setup. Sorry if I'm slightly retarded right now, I just woke up. Oh yeah, push straight here, remember that. And here, I used to be worried about it getting loose, but it doesn't really get loose there. And then it was good pretty much all the way around the track until that downhill left-hander in a while. Steering feels heavier than it did yesterday. This must mean I haven't woken up yet. Keep throttle blipping. Let's see what kind of times we're running right now. We're just running low 47s, trying to sneak into that 46. I was having trouble with this corner. Oh yeah, and I was gonna see if I could make it be more compliant over curbs so it doesn't bounce as much. It's all coming back to me. So it's good to just run those laps in between changing setups to help, you know, one, make sure you really want to make that change, and then two, when you do make that change, you'll know the difference. And that'll help jog your memory of what you need to change. If it's been a while since you did your last work on the car. Which will be like something, say you got a big event, league or whatever, coming up next couple weeks, 2 weeks away or something, and you want to start working on a setup so you'll have your official racing you're doing, but on the side you're going to be working on that car, you know, like every other day or something like that, however much you want. And then those are the situations where it's a good idea to write down what you want to change, if you want to change something for the next time you work on the car and stuff like that. Because you'll have a lot of other stuff going on in between, and might forget. Definitely off pace right now.
48.75.
Love this wheel. Love this wheel. Because you'll see in those posts in the forums where people will say, "Oh, you can't be like matted down, full throttle, and turn the wheel and still save it." Oh, you're wrong. Because I do that all the time, and with this new V2 wheel, and I really just think. I said it before in a video before, like, before I had this, I had the regular CSR wheel. And those wheels just aren't powerful enough for you to make a decision on whether the force feedback's good in iRacing or not. Because those wheels just, they don't have enough torque in them to really give you the feeling you need. Well, the V2 does make enough torque. I can't even imagine what those direct drive wheels are like. But this actually gives you enough torque to where you can just react to what the car does. You're not pre-programmed yourself to the point you know, well, if I turn the wheel this much, it's going to get loose. Or the visual cues, like if you notice your rotation goes up to a level that usually makes you loose, then you know, okay, I better, it's going to get loose at this point, so I'll catch it at that point. It's not like that now. You just react to what the car does and save it like you would in a normal situation. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go back to running horrible laps. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Front end's a bouncy. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. There's like just a rabbit up there. Yeah, I really gotta start picking up the pace here. Still getting loose through there. I actually might go for stiffen up the whole suspension, cause excuse me.
48.42.
Because in that left-hander, downhill left-hander, the whole suspension just feels like it kind of breaks down and collapses in on itself. Like it just feels like it's too much going on for the suspension to really take it. Instead of just rolling over, it's like the whole suspension just rolls over. This feels a little too soft. I want to run like 2 more laps here. Let's see. Yeah. They still haven't really ran a good lap yet. Not even close to a good lap. Ellie's down there. It's just so off right now. It might be overdriving, so I'm gonna back it down a little bit. Probably what I'm doing. Let the car roll, get back on the gas. There we go. I don't really know if making springs stiffer is going to help with that bouncing, but I'm going to do it anyways, just out of curiosity's sake. See if there's something I'm missing, because I remember the springs on this car are as soft as possible, so no going the other way. I lost a lot of time. See, the thing just... I don't know. So imagine like a really weak person trying to do a push-up and you put like a 300-pound person on them. That's kind of it's kind of what the car feels like. Tries for like half a second and then just gives up. 47.62. So, I have to say, that's the best way I can describe it. Alright, let's just see what happens here. Check out our ride height before we do anything. 66 and 112. 60. Do a 100-pound increase, see what it feels like. Now, this isn't exactly proportional. Before we start talking about that, I want to get the ride height back to. Alright. I forgot what I was going to say. Hilarious. Oh wait, let me not say this so I don't forget to say this, and then I'll forget to say that. Alright, so I went up 100 pounds all the way. Oh yeah, I remember. Went up 100 pounds all the way around. I was gonna say it's not proportion, and I just did that because I want the car to, instead of being a little weak dude, I want to be like some 250-pound dude trying to be able to hold that 300-pound dude up. You know what I'm trying to say. So that's what I'm basically trying to do, making it, hopefully the car doesn't collapse when I go into that corner. Because when the car collapses, and it just does all kind of, turns into like jello, and it just does all kinds of weird things. Wants to oversteer, understeer, all at the same time. It just feels like jello. I did that, and it's not proportional because there is only 800 pounds of spring here, where there is already 1,100 pounds here. So it's gonna be I don't know how to explain, but this will just have a little, it'll just be harder to compress this. Like a ratio of, be multiple. I'm not even gonna try and explain, because obviously I don't know how. It'll just it'll just give you a little bit more oversteer. Let's just put it that way. If you did it like 100 pounds in the front, 100 pounds in the rear, it'll give you a little bit more oversteer. I'm not sure how much, but it'll lean that way. Alright, let's see how this feels. It's interesting because I never really, that thought never popped in my head to increase, or maybe it did, I can't remember. It seems to me that thought never popped in my head to increase the overall spring rates. So that's another good reason. It's always good to take a break after like an hour or so. You go back and come back with a, kind of like a new palette or a fresh slate. Might see something you didn't see the time before. Oh yeah, of course, it's the first lap. I wasn't so much seeing what the grip levels were, I was seeing what the suspension felt like. And it didn't feel like it was just being overcome by too much weight. I've never had a problem with grip getting through that corner on the first lap or two. So we'll see how this plays out. That'll also help for this corner too, because the front end won't want to dive so much and unsettle the rear end. Still bouncy. Still doesn't like the curbs though. That just stayed the same. Sometimes I like to just go to your session optimal if you're pretty far off your regular optimal, because that can get discouraging. It's more motivational if you slowly climb your way back up to that your overall best optimal. So that's what I'm gonna do now, because it's a lot more fun to see green than it is red. It's like I ran a 47 today. And I don't remember doing that, but okay. I do have pace for pretty much, I do have the pace, I just need to start putting the laps together. You see my optimal for this session's a 47.1, which is dead on my pace. That's another good spot to stiffen up that suspension, right in that middle part of that downhill right-hander, because that's another spot where the car just reaches the bottom of the hill and it starts going back up. So it just really puts a lot of force into the suspension. You want it to be able to hold up. That was just a bad line on my part. My driving has been pretty bad. That didn't feel good right there. Yeah, I still gotta stop going over these curbs. It's not doing me any favors. Probably the best I can get through the oak tree right there. Just barely clipped the apex. Probably got like an inch of that curb because I felt the car hop a little bit, but didn't really unsettle the ability of the car to turn into the corner. Suspension's definitely not collapsing like it was before. A little bit better. That time I really tried to make a conscious effort not to hit the curbs. Much more controllable through there now. Still have to mind it. It's not like full throttle mash down after a couple laps, but it's getting better.
47.73.
Yeah. Timing was off. Actually, I just did full throttle right there. That thing didn't even think about doing anything weird. That was really nice. That was awesome, actually. Hopefully that keeps up.
47.82.
It's really holding a really nice line through here. Get on the gas and, I mean, I roll on the throttle, but still, it's just stuck. Ah. I don't know what I was fighting there, but I was fighting some. And I'm just fighting the corner. Ooh, that was a nice section. Purple. I think that's for just a session. Car's hooked up right now. Thing is so hooked up right now. Really good chance for a 46 if I don't screw this up. Come on. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Love it when a plan comes together. It's so hooked up right now. Yeah, that's a good feeling. That's what I'm talking about. 46 seconds. Thought it was going to be like a 46.8, but still, I'll take it. I think we might have found it, boys. This thing is hooked up. Ah, stupid bouncy curbs. Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. Yeah, this is hooked up. I'm gonna actually stop right now. See what my tires are at because it's like magic right now. We are at 26.2 for all us Americans. For the rest of the world. 180, 179. I mean, these are kind of high temps. 116, that's kind of high, but that thing just feels like it's like 103. So I'm actually started writing stuff down on paper just to help organize thoughts and stuff. So, actually, you know what? Instead of wasting your guys' time, I'm just screenshot. Bam. I'll look at that stuff later. So I think we're done, guys. I know that first video is pretty painful, but I just did the trick. Now what I can do is I can experiment. But pretty close. Pretty close. Trying to think what I guess the wing flap. Just for reference, I'm gonna see what I had on. See what I got here. Zandy. So a 4 with the 0. Gurney. Barber. I'm just gonna take the Gurney Flap. Oh, I was expecting to go down like 9, 8, 7, 6. No, it's 10 or nothing. We'll take that off. And we'll come over here and see what lap I ran my best lap on. Third. So that's the out lap. Out lap plus 5. So that's exciting stuff, like that feeling I just had that last little session. Car hooks up like that, that's when it all starts becoming worth it. Just you find that one little thing and the car really comes alive. I picked up like 7/10 on my best time just in that session. Yeah, it was only like a couple hundreds better than my previous best in the previous session, but it felt like a second better. Be interesting to see if there's any difference with the Gurney Flap down to, or gone, I guess. Down to nothing. Ooh, I felt it right there. I felt it right there, I did. Nothing like spooling your tires up in 4th gear. Again, something I'm sure in real life would just be quite the feeling. I like removing that Gurney Flap actually might help me for that last corner there. Maybe give me a little bit more rotation. Because I was just trying to think of the corners where it's going to hurt me not having this Gurney Flap. And it's really only at the top of the S's there. And the last corner. All the other corners really aren't fast enough to... Maybe this corner right here, but still don't think that's really fast enough for that Gurney Flap to do anything. If you guys don't know what a Gurney spoiler is, or Gurney Flap, or Gurney lip, or whatever you want to call it, just Google it and you'll see a little picture of it. It's usually a little thin piece of metal that's perpendicular to the wing. Nice line through there. See it where it is. I wouldn't say it's getting into a real slide, it's just as far as you can get without being in a slide. It's letting you know it's thinking about it. Yeah, it's a little loose. I don't know, let's see here. Give us some more time.
47.99.
If it doesn't really make a difference in straight line speed, then there's no sense in changing it, you know? So that's something I really haven't been paying attention to, but it's like one of the main factors you should be paying attention to. Because the whole reason you're trimming down your arrow is to go faster, right? So if you're not going faster, there's no point in doing it. Especially if you lose stability and you're going the same speed. That is a logical fail. Shoot, how many laps have I done? This is my second lap, I'm thinking. Again, loose through there. I think the key to that corner is going to be to jump the curb. Oh, that's something else I can work on. I got my high-speed dampeners. So it does look like we are maybe getting 100th here, 100th there on the straightaway, but to me that's not worth it. I mean, actually it depends on the situation. If I'm trying to be the best, it's worth it. I mean, you work on the car and you stabilize it a little bit for those two corners. It is a little bit quicker, because we still haven't ran as many. It's not as light a fuel load as my fastest lap. And I'm caning on it a little bit. Got the rear mass. That corner might hurt me. I just don't want to turn the wheel too much. Actually might help me. Oh my gosh, I've never been able to go through there flat out. It's like, oh, maybe you'll give me a little more rotation for that top part now. Yep. So I got that going for me. Might stick with this setup change. See if I can do something to the rear dampers to keep that rear end behind me just a little bit longer through those high speed corners. It's definitely going to help me with the rotation on that corner too.
.33.
See if I can do it again. Oh wow, that's awesome. But then it's kind of crazy going through there. That's fun though. Just jump over that guy. Alright, might need to keep this. I might make two different setups. I might just call this the previous one stable and this one a little bit more advanced, because you're not a lot closer to limit, but you're definitely closer to limit with this setup. This has that little extra difficulty factor is all. See, I can pretty confident I can get on the gas pretty early there and it's still going to come around the corner.
47.04.
Alright, let's see if... Oh, no, this is... Dang it, this is the lap I was supposed to compare with. Whoops. So I can go through there flat out now, which is kind of a big deal. I mean, it's the goal. Oop, too much speed. So yeah, I'll definitely create 2 different setups. So that one's really good, but this one's going, you know, that trying to really get there. Just squeeze every last drop out of it I can, which really isn't true, because if you really want to squeeze every last drop out of it, you'd tune for another 4 or 5 hours. Or at least I would. Again, I don't think everybody tunes at the same rate. Some people can probably accomplish a lot more, a lot quicker than I can. Some people are probably slower than me.
48.07.
Not a lot, but... Okay, let's see what kind of lap we can string together here. So it is a little loose going through there, a lot more than it was with the Gurney Flap, and it's completely loose through there. Ooh. She got away from me. Alright. So, I'm not done with this one. But... Just gonna stiffen up this rear rebound. Rebound dampening slows down the rate at which the spring releases from compression. So this is in the back. So what I'm trying to do is slow down the weight as it transfers from side to side. Which so first let me see what time. So up here in this map, this is the S's up here, and I'm getting loose right there. So as the car's coming on this straightaway, then we do a left-hander, right? Well, we're going in a left-hander, the car's gonna want to roll to the right. Well, in the rear here, by slowing down the rate at which this left spring releases from compression, it's gonna slow down the rate at which the car rolls to the right. And it's already pretty stiff on the compression side, because as that car rolls to the right, this compression dampening controls the rate at which the spring compresses, so that's already slowing down that spring quite a bit. I'm actually just going to hit it up 1 click. So we're just basically trying to slow down that rear end from rolling over and get rid of that little smidge of loose that we have. Okay, so 5th lap was our fastest lap. I'm on lap 19, so I think that's lap 25. Doesn't count the out lap. Or I shouldn't count the out lap. So lap 25 is a lap I'm going to be comparing my previous best time with. 'Cause that's the lap I ran it on that stint. Might actually need stiffer springs in the rear. Let's let this play out. Ah, bumps. Herbs. Why you not like me, curb? I wonder what the, because these aren't the curbs the track has now. It has like FIA regulated curbs. I wonder what it's like now. Why you no rescan iRacing? Ah, let off the throttle. Ah, then downshift. That's pretty nice, except for the exit. Felt good. .09. That felt good. Dang near a miracle if this corner feels good. It's awkward. That felt good though. That last part, the first part didn't. The exit felt good. No lift for the win. Still stepping out there. Definitely have that little extra something going down this straightaway. It's not much, but it's that extra something. Can really get through that last, I can really drive it through that last corner is what I can do, which is nice.
47.09.
It's like if you just barely touch that curb, it'll throw you off. Gotta see if I can adjust my high-speed dampers for that stuff. But I'm gonna do that in another video. I'm probably gonna call it after I run these laps, take some notes, and then take a break. Made some good progress in this one. Way too much speed. Didn't really pick up a lot of time per se, but it definitely feels more consistent, more stable.
Clap.
There we go. That was better. Yeah. Tried to get on the gas too soon. It's a little offline there. Nice thing is I got that little extra rotation in the car now, so can kind of use it to my advantage when I'm offline like that and get back online, or at least hold my line. I just don't know how this set will develop over the course of a run. Oof. Kind of rear end stepped out on me after I got to the bottom of the hill there.
47.0.
Definitely consistent. I mean, if I'm not really, pretty much around the same exact times I was before that other set, so I don't know if this is really the way to go, to be honest. Because I don't think those I'm not gaining any time. I'm making it slightly easier for me to pass, but I don't think it's really that much of a difference to make it worth it. I'm making it so I can go full out through the iRacing physics year. I'm making it possible to go flat out through the top of the S's. Which doesn't gain me any time, and no one can pass me there anyway, so it's no real sense worrying about that. So I'm making the executive decision I'm not doing that. Going back to this setup. Just not worth it. I mean, if I was running 46.5s, then yeah, I'd be all about it, but I'm not, so I'm not gonna do it. Alright, so we got this set up. Then we'll call it for the day. Good little, didn't do much. I think all I really did is change the spring rates, right? And of course compensated the ride heights back to where they're supposed to be. Or readjusted. Yeah, I think that's all I did. But that's all I needed to do. Alright guys, till next time.